This is from 2017, and they literally have laid out what is about to happen, folks. And first, they lay out what has happened. Blockchain technology adoption, September 2017. Adoption of DLT in the financial sector, payment settlement, present and future. Adoption of DLT. From the Internet of Information, how many times have you heard Chris Larson refer to the Internet of Value, and in the context of talking about how the Internet came about? Let's look first at how the Internet came about. There's nothing new under the sun, folks. They've all known all of this stuff all along. If you look down here, the emergence of the Internet of Information in the 90s was possible thanks to the creation of Internet protocols. TCP/IP, HTTP. Internet protocols enabled open innovation to flourish. Companies like Amazon, eBay, Rakuten, Google, Alibaba were born once Internet protocols gained adoption.
So if we'd been sitting here together in 2002, we probably were. You would have asked me, the Internet. We've just seen this huge meltdown in the last 12 to 15 months. Are you still a believer? Right?
Yep.
And so the answer is yes. Now the digital currency solution is the most important technological advance I've seen since the Internet. It has the capacity to do lots more, but it certainly has the capacity to enable us to move anything of value around the world at the speed of light at no cost. It has three components. It has a token of value, which is called the Bitcoin. It has a accounting mechanism, which is called the blockchain. But the most important piece, which is one that people aren't focusing on, is the protocol. The underlying protocol by which we agree to conduct these transactions. So you use a series of protocols every day, and you don't even think about them. You don't think about the Internet protocol. You don't think about the simple mail technology protocol. You don't think about the file transfer protocol. You don't think about the high-text translation protocol. I can go through them, right? You just make use of the technology, and the protocols make it work. The people who really understand what's going on with digital currencies understand that putting these protocols in place, the blockchain protocol, the Ethereum protocol, the Ripple protocol, and then enabling those protocols to cause transactions to occur. And those transactions can be defined very broadly as not just moving things of value, but anything that's got an information content is extraordinarily transformative. The focus on the value of the token is distracting and uninformative.
The plan is laid out for you just like this, and the plan is Ripple, R3, XRP, Ethereum, and here's the plan, folks. The Internet of Value that Chris Larson has told you about since 2012. Timeline: 2009, Bitcoin is invented, first blockchain. 2012, Ripple is born, first currency agnostic blockchain. 2014, R3 Consortium is born. 2015, Interledger protocol is invented. Ethereum is born. Hyperledger is created. 2016, SPI Ripple Asia, first DLT banking network, Ripple GPSG. Folks, you are right now on the precipice. 2017, 2020. Listen up, folks. Ripple becomes the standard for international money transfers between banks. ILP becomes the standard protocol for connecting banks, cash ledgers as part of Ripple software. 2020, blockchain solutions for blockchain solutions for capital markets and trade finance emerge. R3, Corda, DAH, Fabric, etc. ILP Java becomes the interoperability standard for Hyperledger Foundation projects. 25 to 30, blockchains and distributed ledger solutions mature, and all asset exchange networks become interoperable with ILP. Folks, you're right here, right now. Now's the time. It's not next year. Ripple comes out and says 2020 is the year of the digital asset for a reason. XRP is the one. XRP has always been the one, and I would.
Ripple was doing much better. So in other words, Swift they have transaction of 15,000 every day, and they had 10,000 financial institutions part of it. And it was a mechanism that supported international business up until now. And SWIFT themselves recognize that they have reached their limits. The system that they have developed does not use blockchain. They're just using cloud funding and the real platform. So that is why they are leaning towards Corda. But what's important here is that SWIFT has given up on what they can do internally. They've done everything they can. We spent a lot of money on SWIFT. They can eliminate that, then the cost can be reduced significantly for the financial institutions. That's the era we're entering into. S-Coin platform. Nisekoya, Godaime, neighboring places where we go have our lunches are already using S-Coin, but maybe we can work together with the regional banks to create a regional currency. It's DLT that's being used at the current S-Coin platform, but I'm thinking about transforming this to using R3 Corda. So, because you have to have a global standard. If you use Core Settler and with an XRP embedded in it, so that's good for Ripple, for Corda R3. This is good. It's a win-win for environment. And we are the largest shareholders of both. We are promoting XRP even at our exchange. So that's beneficial for all three parties.
And then the Hyperledger Foundation. This is, look, NTT Data is a member of Hyperledger. And this is the Hyperledger members. Look at the members, folks. NTT Data, IBM, who's also partnered with Stellar, as I recall. You've got R3, you've got Accenture, an investor in Ripple. Remember DTCC, how we keep talking about this? JP Morgan, remember JP Morgan is using the Quorum, I think it's called Quorum or Quora, which uses Ethereum. Let's see what else. BNY Mellon, from day one, they've been a part of Ripple. CME Group, investor in Ripple. Remember that Wells Fargo joined the R3 consortium. A lot of these joined the R3 consortium. It shows you the diagram of how it has always worked, how the RTGS system works. Showed you a diagram of how all that works. This shows you a diagram of banks' adoption of real-time settlement DLT for 2017. Now look, this is what it shows for cross-border real-time gross settlement for 2020 to 2025. It is on now, folks. It is on now. Look at this. This is showing you that it all is going to go through the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger can be accessed by all banks and liquidity providers, enabling healthy competition between banks and better services for customers. Lays out all of them and how all these companies come into this system and how it will work for blockchains and DLT, capital markets, trade finance. Folks, listen to me and listen closely. It's all the money. It's not some of the money. Remember, Naveen Gupta, he said Ripple either puts a dent in the universe or it goes away. Who says that? Who in a startup says that? We are talking about all of the money. We're not talking about some of the money. XRP is the one. It's the greatest digital asset ever created, and the XRP ledger is right in the center of literally the changing of the entire world's financial system. And we're talking about all of the money, not some of the money. We're talking about all of the money.
Some people have heard me say this before, but I'll throw it out to the audience. What is Interledger's total addressable market size? All the money. It's all the money, because what we're really talking about with this idea of the Internet of Value is creating a single global payment network that connects literally everyone and processes maybe not 100%, but 90+% of all the money.
2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions, including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple. A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple. Leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple. Who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple. 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple. 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors? Former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany? Former business director at Swift? Former Swift board member? Former CFO of PayPal? Former head of the DTCC? Former chief business officer at Uber? Former VP of Amazon and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple. Who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's High-Level Advisory Board on FinTech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan?